6. I want to get back to Afghanistan, and I want to bring in Rick Grenell, the former acting director of National Intelligence. Rick, you helped with the Trump administration's exit plan. What went wrong when Biden took over?
Well, I think what went wrong is that the Taliban heard a different message. When Donald Trump and the Trump administration were in charge, they were very clear to the Taliban, and the Taliban heard a very strong, credible threat of military action. And I focus on the word credible because most presidents of the United States have a threat of military action. But if it's not credible, then your enemies don't hear that they should change their behavior. And that's exactly what's unfolded. Look, I've been talking to Foreign Service officers. You know, I spent more than 10 years at the State Department. I know many who are still employed. And I've been talking to many about what went wrong. And the fact of the matter is, Stuart, that in June, the warnings began to happen. Now think about that. In June, the State Department was warning that the Taliban was on the march. July 1st is when they closed, the Biden administration closed Bagram Air Force Base. That's a disaster in the making. You don't remove American troops and you don't remove the base if all of a sudden you are dealing with Afghan Americans and others who want to get out of the country. You still have State Department officials. By July 13th is when the State Department officials, Foreign Service officers, had had enough, and they did what they call a descent cable. It's a very rare moment when they rise up against the bureaucracy. And on July 13th, they did that descent cable, and they said, this is chaos, something's got to change.
What do you want to hear from President Biden this afternoon, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, when he addresses the nation on Afghanistan?
He needs to give us assurances that he realizes that he messed up. He needs to say, look, this didn't go well. I'm going to adjust the policy. He's got to stop digging, is what I want to hear. He's got to reverse course.
Okay. A spokesperson for the Taliban says they are open to working with China to develop Afghanistan. What do you think that would mean for our national security?
Look, for me, the criteria in Afghanistan or any other country is always whether or not there's an immediate threat to U.S. national security. The world is a dangerous place. The world is a messy place. Little girls don't get to go to school all around the world. This is a terrible thing, but it's why we created the United Nations. You know, if you drop back and you think, okay, we have these world problems, is it the United States' responsibility to go fix the entire world? No. And so what we did is 50 plus years ago, we got together with a whole bunch of responsible countries and we created this organization called the United Nations to do good and to go out and help countries that are failing. I think that it's time that we say that the United Nations is broken and not working. That backstop that we have, that the international community has, is clearly not working. And so we either need to reform it or we're going to have to come up with a new organization.
Rick Grenell, always good stuff. Thank you very much for joining us, Rick. We will see you again real soon. Thank you, sir.